Hi everybody, Mr. Flanders here and welcome to another day of math. We're going to kick off our lesson today with going over our calendar routine. So please sing after me as we go over our 12 months of the year.
January, February, March.
Whoa. Whoa. Wait just a second. Oh my goodness, what was that? Let's try it again. Here we go.
January, February.
What is happening? What is happening? I need to get a drink of water. Hang on. My goodness. What is happening? And do you guys ever have that happen where you're like your throat's so dry and your voice just
Comes out like this.
oh my goodness. Terrible. Terrible. All right. Let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen. Whoosha. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Cha-cha-cha. All right, very good, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. A round of applause. Yes, these are our 12 months of the year. And do you guys remember what month we are in now? Yes, we are in the month of September, the 9th month, number 9, okay? We are in September, and it even says so on our handy-dandy calendar here. More on that in just a second, though. For now, let's go ahead and move on to our 7 days of the week, okay? And if you remember, we do our Days of the Week song to the tune of the Addams Family. So get ready for that. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Oh, very good, very good. Round of applause again, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Yes, there are 7 days of the week. There are 2 days, though, that we do not go to school. Do you guys remember those? Yes. Saturday and Sunday. Those are the weekend days. That means we do not come to school on those days. But we do have 5 days that we have to come to school. And those 5 days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, fantastic work, my friends. Speaking of the days of the week, I've already told you that our new month is September. But I have not told you that today is, in fact, the first Wednesday of the month, okay? We are on Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020, okay? And if I was to write that as a digit, it would be the 9 for our 9th month, the 2 for the day, and then the 2020 for the year, okay? And just to remind you guys that even though today is Wednesday, okay, yesterday was Tuesday. Tuesday has already happened. That is why it was yesterday, because we already went through it, okay? Now, if today is Wednesday, that means that tomorrow is going to be Thursday. Tomorrow means it hasn't happened yet, okay? So tomorrow is Thursday. Well, we've had Thursdays before, but we haven't had this Thursday yet, okay? So that will be tomorrow. I think that's about it from me today, though. So why don't you guys go ahead and go get your packets and your pencils, and let's go ahead and get started on that math. I'll see you in a second. All right, ladies and gents, this is a totally easy math lesson today. Okay, it is so incredibly easy. But before we really get into it, let's make sure we are writing our name at the top of our paper. And then the date. 9 for September, 2 for the day, and 20 for the year. That is us using digits to write the date. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this first question in the A box, okay? Because you'll see that we've got half of the page is the A box, half of the page is the B box. This is not to be confused with the A sides and the B sides at the top, okay? All right. So, if you look at this first question here, it says 1 plus 0 equals 1. And then you'll see the exact same problem written right here, just with the numbers switched. So instead of the 1 being on top, the 1 is now at the bottom. And instead of the 0 being at the bottom, it's now at the top. But the answer is the same, because no matter how you switch the numbers around, you're always going to get the same answer, especially if you're adding 0. Okay? So let's go ahead and practice this ourselves. Now, I've mentioned this before. You cannot add 0. You cannot take away 0. 0 basically means you have nothing. So if you do 2 plus 0, the answer is going to be 2. Okay? And now our job is to write this problem differently over here, but to get the same answer. So our job is actually really easy, because all we have to do is take the 0, write it on top, the 2 on the bottom, and if we do 0 plus 2, that is exactly the same as 2 plus 0. So our answer is going to be 2. Okay? Then we're going to move on to 3 plus 0. Well, again, 3 plus 0, we can't add 0 to anything. The answer is going to be 3. Okay? And we have to write our math problem the same way here, or I'm sorry, a different way here, but get the same answer. So I'm going to take the 0, and instead of it being on the bottom, it's going to be on the top. And instead of the 3 being on the top, it's going to be on the bottom. 0 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 0, so we're going to get the same answer, which is 3. Because you can't add 0. Okay, that is a silly 3. Oh my goodness. I can't deal with that, guys. Get that out of here. Go. 3. Much better. Alright. Moving on. Moving on, moving on, moving on. 4 plus 0. What is that going to be, everybody? 4 is correct. 4 plus 0 is 4. Now, how would I write this differently over here, but get the same answer? That's right. I'm going to write the 0 on the top, and then the 4 on the bottom. It's exactly the same question, just with the numbers switched. So if it's the exact same question, just with the numbers switched, what's the answer going to be? It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be 4. 5 plus 0. 5 plus 0. What is 5 plus 0, everybody? It's 5, because you cannot add 0 to any number. Okay? Now, how would I write this problem over here to keep the answer the same, but the problem different? I'm going to write the 0 on top, and then the 5 on the bottom. Okay? So, if I've written this problem differently over here, but the answer is the same, what is the answer for 0 plus 5? It's going to be 5. Okay? Go ahead and take a second and finish that up if you need. I'm going to get a drink of water real quick if you don't mind. Alright. Moving on. 6 plus 0. 6 plus 0. What is 6 plus 0? Well, by now we should know that we can't add 0 to 6, so the answer is going to be 6. Now, what is the way we can write this question that we're going to have the same answer, but it's going to be a different sort of question? It's going to be the 0 on top, and then the 6 on the bottom. So it's created differently, but it is the same problem, which means we're going to get the same answer. So 0 plus 6 is 6. Flipping the numbers changes nothing other than how we look at the numbers. Now, let's go ahead and look at 7 plus 0. What is 7 plus 0, everybody? 7 plus 0 is going to be 7, because we can't add 0. And how are we going to write this question so it's different, but we get the same answer? Well, we're going to write the 0 on top, and then the 7 on bottom, as always. And then the answer is going to be the same. 0 plus 7 is 7. Fantastic. We are almost done with the A portion, guys. Really good work. Really good work. Okay, next up, 8 plus 0. What is 8 plus 0? Okay, has anything changed since we've moved across the paper? Can I add 0 to anything? No, I cannot. So 8 plus 0 is going to be 8. Now, how am I going to write this problem so it's different over here, but has the same answer? I'm going to take the 0, put it on top. Take the 8, write it on the bottom. Now, what is 0 plus 8? That is going to be 8. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Next up is going to be 9 plus 0. Has anything changed with the rest of these problems to make 9 plus 0 equal anything else other than 9? No, it's not going to equal anything else. It's going to be 9 because we cannot add 0 to 9. Now we're going to take the 0, we're going to write it on the top here. We're going to take that 9, we're going to write it on the bottom here. Okay, and we're going to have the same answer. So 9 plus 0 equals 9 is the same as 0 plus 9 equals 9. Okay, nothing has changed. Go ahead and take a second and finish that up. All right, let's look at the B portion now, the bottom part of this page. If we can look here at the first problem, we'll see that it's already done for us. So we've got 2 plus 1 equals 3. And then what we've taken is, or what we've done is we've taken the numbers and we've switched them on this side, just like we were doing with the zeros up here. So the 1 is on top and the 2 is on the bottom, but the answer is still the same. Because it doesn't matter if we're switching the numbers around or not. As long as we're adding 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 1, it's going to be the same answer. So our job for these problems here is going to be adding them together and then rewriting them so they're different on this side, but giving us the same answer. For example, 3 plus 1, that's 4. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1 and I'm going to put it right here on top, and then I'm going to take this 3 and write it on the bottom. Now 3 plus 1 equals 4 is entirely the same as 1 plus 3 equals 4. Okay? Nothing has changed other than the way that we're seeing the order of the numbers. Now, as we start moving on, we start adding 1 to each number. I know some of my friends might get it really fast, and some of my friends might need a little help. So what I would encourage you to do is you keep your number line handy. Okay? So that way, if you look at 4 plus 1 and you get stumped, you can look for the number 4 on the number line and then move over 1 spot. So if I move over 1 spot on the number line, what number am I on? I'm on 5. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. Okay? Now, how am I going to write this question again so the answer is the same but the numbers are in a different order? Well, I'm going to take this 1, I'm going to write it up here, and then I'm going to take this 4 and write it down here. 1 plus 4 equals what, everybody? The answer is already on the paper. It is 5. Okay. Really, really good work. Really good work. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. 5 plus 1. Do we know what that is, everybody? Okay, 5 plus 1 is 6. So now, I'm going to take 5 plus 1 equals 6. I'm going to write it out of order over here, but I'm still going to get the same answer. So instead of 5 plus 1, it's going to be 1 plus 5, but the answer is still the same, and that would be 6. Okay? Next up is 6 plus 1. What is 6 plus 1, everybody? Well, that's going to be 7. And now I'm going to write these two numbers in a different order over here, the 1 on top, the 6 on the bottom, and I'm going to get 7. It's the same answer. Same answer, even though the numbers are in a different order. So now I'm going to look at 7 plus 1. And I know the numbers are getting a little bigger, so if we pull out our number line here, let's scoot this up a little bit, and we look at 7, because that's the top number, and we add the 1. So we're going to be on 7, we're going to move over 1 spot. Well, we're at what number? We're at 8. So 7 plus 1 equals 8. So now, we're going to take these two numbers, we're going to write them in a different order. We're going to write 1 plus 7, but the answer is the same. 1 plus 7 is 8. Okay? We're going to move on to the last two. 8 plus 1, everybody. Do we know that one? Well, if I have 8 and I add 1, that's going to be 9. And then I'm going to write this problem out of order. The new order is 1 plus 8. And that's still going to be the same answer, which is 9. And now our last problem. 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1 equals what, everybody? And just in case you need a little help, here's the number line. Okay. If we're at 9 and we add 1, we're at the number 10. So that's going to be our answer. We're going to take our numbers here, we're going to write them in a new order. 1 plus 9 equals the same thing as 9 plus 1, and that answer would be 10. Very good, ladies and gents. Very good. And while you're finishing that up, if you need to take a second, please feel free to pause the video. If you missed an answer, go ahead and pause the video so you can see the answers here. But otherwise, if we are moving along, I'm going to show you what you are doing on your own. Okay? You are going to be doing the Lesson 10 B side on your own. And all this is exactly every single problem we just did. Okay? You can see 1 plus 0, and then you can see 0 plus 1. You can see 2 plus 1 here, and then 1 plus 2 here. All of the questions on this page are the same as the questions that we just finished. So what I would recommend you do is try to go through this first on your own and answer the questions the best you can. Afterwards, if you're still stuck on certain questions, go back and look at the paper we just did and see if you can find the answer there. If you are still stumped after that, please reach out to me on Class Dojo. I would love to help you out. Otherwise, that's it for today, guys. It's really easy stuff. Yeah, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to get ready for our next lesson, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye.